Today we're going to be talking about 3-2, solving systems of equations using substitution. So on the front page, I want you guys to highlight for substitution. So to solve system of linear equations by substitution, first we're going to solve one variable in terms of the other, meaning I'm just going to solve the regular equation, and then I'm going to substitute this expression into the other equation and simplify. So there are a few examples written on the worksheet, but I'm actually going to work problems 4 and 9. So what I would recommend is on the back of this page that you write problems 4 and 9 down. And we're going to work those problems, and then you're going to work the rest in class tomorrow. Okay, so let's look at problem number 4. So problem number 4 has two equations, 2x minus y equals 7 and 6x minus 3y equals 14. So what it tells me to do is that I need to pick one of the equations and solve for y. So my recommendation is that we're going to solve the 2x minus y equals 7 since there's a lot less numbers to work with. So if I solve this equation, just like normal, I subtract 2x from both sides. I end up with a negative y equals 7 minus 2x. And if I divide everything by a negative 1, my new equation becomes y equals negative 7 plus 2x. So once I've solved one equation, it tells me I'm going to take that equation and I'm going to plug it back into the second equation. So watch what this is going to do. I have y equals negative 7 plus 2x. So this is telling me that y is equal to that amount. So I'm going to take negative 7 plus 2x and I am going to plug it in for y in my second equation. So when you rewrite it, it's going to look like this. I will have 6x minus 3. Now remember where the y was, I'm now going to write negative 7 plus 2x, and it's all equal to 14. And now I'm going to solve. So here my 6x stays the same, but what am I going to have to do with that negative 3 in order to get rid of the parentheses? That's right, I'm going to distribute or multiply. So I'll have plus 21 minus 6x is all equal to 14. Now before I can solve, I'm going to have to combine my like terms. Once I combine my like terms, so I'm going to put the positive 6x and the negative 6x together, what ends up happening to my x's? That's right, they cancel out. So I end up with 21 equals 14. Now we know for a fact that 21 and 14 are not the same number. So if this happens, your answer is going to be no solution. So if my statement is false, it's no solution. And the other one I want you to go ahead and write down is if my statement is true. So for example, if I had 6 equals 6, then it's infinite solutions. Okay, and then when I also do substitution and I actually get an answer, we're going to have a coordinate point, which I'll show you on question number 9. Okay, so let's look at question number 9. On question number 9, I have x minus y equals negative 2, and I have 2x minus 3y equals positive 2. So let's solve for y. So here I would have negative y equals negative x minus 2, and when I divide everything by negative, I end up with y equals x plus 2. So again, just like we did on the last example, we're going to take x plus 2, and we're going to plug it in for the y in the second equation. So when I rewrite it, I should have 2x minus x plus 2, and that is still all equal to positive 2. Now what did we do next in the last equation? That's right, we distributed. So what am I going to have to distribute in this equation? That's right, I'm going to distribute the negative. Okay, so here I'm going to have 2x minus x minus 2 equals 2. So what's 2x minus x? Because again, the next step is to combine our like terms. I should have x minus 2 equals 2. Now how do I get rid of the minus 2? I'm going to add 2 to both sides. So what is my answer for my x? That's right, it's going to be 4. Now in order to solve for y, we're going to take the x value, which is 4, and I could actually plug it into either equation. Now the easiest equation to plug it back into is the x minus y equals negative 2. So watch what happens. Where the x value is in my first equation, I'm going to plug in the 4, which is what I got from that answer. So I have 4 minus y equals negative 2. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. So I have negative y equals negative 6. So y is going to be equal to a positive 6. So my answer for this particular problem is the coordinate point 4, 6. So on some of your problems, you're going to have answers like no solution and infinite solutions. And then on most of the problems, you will have a coordinate point. So you're going to use questions 4 and 9 as examples, and even the example that's on the page. And again, we're going to work the rest of the questions in class tomorrow. Have a good night.